Welcome to Fast Five, where our three panelists talk about 5 interesting topics in 7 short minutes. Let's start it off. Ron, the White House is seeking to prevent Omaroso from releasing more tapes. What do we think about that?
I think the White House has got exactly what they deserved. I mean, they had her on The Apprentice. They knew what they were getting when they brought her in.
Then, right?
She created all kind of consternation and problem. That's why the president liked her. And now he's getting a taste of his own medicine, and I love it.
Henry?
I think it was a major security breach to bring tape recording devices into, a secured area. I'm sure she signed some kind of paper along the way that maybe while it was not a criminal or prosecutable offense, that she said that she would not have done it. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to disagree with you on.
I don't disagree with Ron either. I think she was, in my opinion, a loose cannon from day one, and I can't imagine ever appointing her to do much more than.
You can't imagine a loose cannon appointing a loose cannon? Come on.
Well, she didn't appoint anyone.
No, but somebody appointed her.
You're right.
Now, here's my question.
Temporary lapse in judgment.
Yeah. Why was she taken into the Situation Room to be fired to begin with?
Probably so it wouldn't be able to be recorded from anywhere else.
Oh, but they recorded it in the room that's the most.
That she probably signed documents saying that she would not bring any type of recording device into.
And who monitors that? Obviously nobody. And
Well,
there's the chief of staff, a 4-star general in the Marine Corps, that took her into that Situation Room and did it. There's problems that go all around over that issue.
Well, the other thing is probably didn't want her exploding in the chief of staff's office so the entire West Wing could hear it.
Well, guess what? She exploded anyway.
Well, now the entire nation knows about it.
Right.
So let's move on.
All right. Judge clears the way for America's first execution using fentanyl.
I read the link on the article there. It was legally challenged, but it wasn't because of the fentanyl in it. It was with, I believe, potassium chloride,
Right.
Which stops the heart. Only because they said they attained it illegally. What it is, drug manufacturers don't want to be associated with death.
Right.
Okay, so I understand their PR marketing campaign not want to be associated with death, but at the same point, the article header was misleading, saying it was fentanyl. It really was potassium chloride.
And it's really companies that control it that don't want the state to use it. Is that
Right.
accurate?
Yes. Yes. They don't want the next Facebook post to be fentanyl, the choice of executioners everywhere.
Why?
Well, only thing they have to do is pick up a newspaper and see that fentanyl's killing people.
Well, that's
Well,
true.
how many people died with opioid problems last year?
I don't know.
A lot.
A lot.
Thousands.
More than should have.
Yes. But yet, fentanyl's part of that whole thing.
It is.
But most of
Okay.
it is illegal fentanyl and not the prescription fentanyl that we're talking about.
We're talking about one person here that's going to the death chamber with fentanyl when we've lost thousands of people. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Here's what I don't understand. Ivanka Trump has closed up shop on her fashion brand. Henry, what say you?
That's going to completely crush my wife because she loves her Ivanka Trump dress.
Really?
Yes, she does.
Okay.
Yes, she really enjoys it. I think between the political pressures that she incurred once she started to work for her dad there, and then having essentially divorce herself from being in charge of the company, I think a combination of those things. We'll see if she decides to open up shop in the U.S. when he leaves office.
Ron?
Well, Neiman Marcus did away, and somebody else did away with the
A
product.
lot of people did
Yeah, a
away
lot
with
of
their
people did away with the product. And also, with the laws the way they are in some of the foreign countries where she was getting her dresses and her fashions designed, the whole thing was not paying too good of wages to the people that were doing
Well, maybe
it.
put a tariff on the dresses. She was afraid of that.
Well, maybe that's what her issue. There we go. Henry just solved the problem.
There you go.
It's the tariff that her dad created that's causing her to get out of her business.
All right. Apple is now worth $1 trillion.
I say, well done, Mr. Cook. Well done.
Hasn't he come along? He's not an innovator. He's the one that can make things happen. He makes them. Steve Jobs was the guy that came in and did what he did, but
He
this
was
guy,
the innovator.
He was the innovator, and now this Cook comes along, and I just love to hear the guy talk.
He improves efficiency every place and maximizes profit.
Right.
That's what investors like.
Yeah. Yes.
He might be a good presidential candidate someday.
Well, you know, I think what we should do is liquidate his company and pay that towards the national debt. I'm kidding. That was a joke.
I'm not an iPhone user. Go do what you want.
I'm an iPhone user, and I love it.
All right. Last topic. A hippopotamus kills a tourist who was taking photos by a lake in Kenya.
I guess the family doesn't want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
No, I guess not.
That's an old song, by the way.
Okay.
All right.
Who sang it?
I can't tell you. You probably remember when it
You
came
want to
out.
hum a few bars?
But you know, hippopotamuses are notoriously violent animals, and it was probably the fault of the tour guide to allow the tourists to get too close, because a fisherman was killed actually earlier that day, a few kilometers away. You know, they're more dangerous than crocodiles and alligators.
Well, I saw a fight not too awful long ago on the History Channel or something with a hippopotamus and 2 crocodiles. Man, they're vicious, hippopotamus.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all we have for Fast Five. Stay with us, though, because when we come back, we're going to talk about pension liabilities at the county level. Back in 3.